This is your sheriff, Paul Babu. I endorse KQCK Live, our hometown radio station for our city.
All right, this is Joe with KQCK radio station out here in the beautiful Santan Valley, Queen Creek, and surrounding areas, broadcasting to the world and simulcast in Jaco, Costa Rica, and through the country of Costa Rica. So this is going to be fun this morning. We've got a special guest on Chamber Chat for the Greater Santan Valley Chamber of Commerce. This is a show we do once a month, the first Tuesday of every month, and I've got Sean Gibson from Crown Point
Property Service.
That's right, not property management, Crown Point Property Services.
Thank you for having me today.
Well, thank you for coming in. Really, we appreciate it so much, and looking forward to hearing what you do. Tell us a little bit about, first of all, how long you've been doing this.
I have been in the industry for over 19 years. Crown Point Property Service is fairly new to Arizona, but with it being new, the owners are certainly not.
Gotcha.
As far as the services, we have multiple divisions under one roof. What that means is we provide cleaning services for both residential homeowners as well as commercial buildings. We provide landscape services both on a residential and commercial level. And then the third division, which makes us really unique, is we offer home watch services here in the area for seasonal residents, also known as our snowbirds.
Gotcha. That's a lot of people when they think about property management or property whatever you're doing here, and I want to kind of separate and show people the difference between what property management is and what Crown Point Property Services does. And I'm pretty familiar with the property management end of it, but as we talked a little bit before the show, I've learned that there are so many different things that you do. It's amazing, and what a great thing for the area, and really for the whole state. What is your service area?
We service from Gold Canyon, Apache Junction, Mesa, Chandler, Gilbert. We go down the corridor to Queen Creek, Santan, Florence. We go into Coolidge, Arizona City, Eloy, and over into Casa Grande.
Gotcha. That's a nice radius there.
Yes.
And you do have employees?
Yes, all of our people, we background check our employees. We e-verify. There's zero communication barriers, even with our landscaping crew. They all have prior experience coming to our company, so you're not getting somebody that decides, oh, I think I'm going to clean a home today. They already know what they're doing because this is their business. Wow.
Okay. You have divisions of this company, right?
Yes.
And what are those divisions?
The divisions, we have our cleaning division, which encompasses homes that are occupied and vacant. So we work with homeowners, we work with renters, we work with realtors, we work with other property management companies because they like to outsource the cleaning on behalf of their clients. We also work with investors. When we clean commercial buildings, we're working with office managers, the owners, or even the management companies themselves for the individual properties.
Do you do homes, apartments, condos? Do you do all of that?
Anything that has dirt on the inside, we clean. So the homes, the condos, the townhouses, we will clean large apartment complex and do the properties when the tenants move out.
What makes you guys different than a regular property management company? Go ahead.
What makes us different is we work directly with the owners. We're not working with the tenants and worrying about collecting money.
And you're not working with a realtor that hires you to do this on the side. You working right with the homeowner. If I had a home in, let's say, Gold Canyon and I'm seasonal, or what about vacation, stuff like that? Do you take care of any time somebody goes away?
Yes. On our home watch side, which is geared for the seasonal resident.
Okay, so this is a different division. Mm-hmm. You got the home watch side, which is geared towards seasonal or vacationers or whatever. And then you've got the
landscape side and the home cleaning side.
And the home cleaning side.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And what makes us unique on the home cleaning, we work only from our client's priority list. So what you would do is you would call me up if you were the homeowner and say, I have a home that's 1,700 square feet. This is what I'm looking for. Basic cleaning, vacuum, dust, bathrooms, floors, wipe down the kitchen area. How long is it going to take? Well, I give you an approximate estimate based on what you're giving me for an information, and I would suggest maybe 3 hours, maybe 4. When our person comes and arrives to your home, that employee will do a walkthrough, ask you again, what services are you wanting me to provide today? That way I know and that there's a strong communication between myself and the client. That home cleaner then will work off the client's priority list.
What happens if there's a gargantuous pile of laundry in the corner and they say, oh yeah, by the way, can you throw my laundry in there? Because I know that happens.
We do laundry, we do ironing, we clean ceiling fans, we clean blinds, we'll do baseboards.
So what happens if you have 4 hours to do a place and you've got 12 hours worth of laundry? Then what?
We get as much done as possible within the time a client has allotted.
I mean, does your service get so personal that if somebody said, hey, look, I know I've got a ton of laundry, but here's where the laundromat is. If you want to drop it off over there, they can do it all. You can just pick it up in 4 hours when you're done. Does it get that personal, or is that getting a little overboard?
That would be something that you'd have to talk directly to the office, and we could establish what your needs are. That, when you're getting into dropping off to the laundromat, that goes more into our home watch, where we're doing more of a concierge. When we're just providing cleaning services for the residential homeowner, our focus is organizing their home or individual rooms. It would be cleaning. We could do the laundry and ironing there in their home.
Gotcha. So do you have clients that, I mean, your home cleaning division is literally like Molly Maids. It's a home cleaning company. People can get whatever they want. Mm-hmm. If they want 12 hours a day, you've got people to do that.
Yes, we could offer 7-day-a-week service for the homeowner that needs that level of care. If you're wanting one-time service, maybe you're getting ready to move out of your home and you just want to make sure it's nice and clean.
To get your deposit back.
Exactly.
Nice. Will you do paint touch-up and drywall repair and all that stuff?
When it comes into drywall or contracting services, we do have companies that will come in that we could personally recommend. They're all legitimate companies.
So you don't take a piece of that. You just have a sheet of referrals to say, hey, J&K Drywall Company can come in. I've used them. They've done a wonderful job. Here's their number. Here's their contact list. Oh, if you need that fountain, the plumbing repaired under the ground, I'm not going to go dig that up, but here, call so-and-so plumbing.
Yes. We actually take it a step further.
Okay.
Not only do we give you that referral and say, okay, here's the company, but we also ask your permission for that company to contact you.
That is important, isn't it?
Follow through is everything.
Right. Nice. Fantastic. So we've got the home cleaning division. I'm pretty understanding of that. You pretty much do whatever home cleaning companies do. Fantastic. Is that how it started, by the way?
No, we actually, when we created Crown Point Property Service, we had a clear plan. We looked at the area, the services that we actually tried to find somebody for our own home to provide, and either they didn't show up, communication was a challenge, their prices were so astronomical because they're having to travel from Phoenix. Reliability. So we thought, let's not have somebody else experience what we did. Let's make it to where it's affordable for everybody. They have one source, they call, and we're able to accommodate their property needs.
How do you get over the hurdle of, and this would be a hurdle for me, and this I think this is something that people wonder and would feel more comfortable about after your answer, right? How do you get over the hurdle of when you meet with those clients that say, I need your house cleaning services, but then they realize, after they just spent an hour telling you everything they need and everything else, that you're not the one coming out, that you've got employees showing up. How do you get around that to have people feel comfortable?
We let our clients know that the relationship, and we're talking about the house cleaning side.
Yes.
The relationship that they're going to have is with the person in our office or myself who's answering the phone and taking that information. But the relationship is really built between them and the employee providing the cleaning services, because our goal is to set you up with the same client, with the same cleaner on a frequent basis. That way they understand your needs, they understand your home, they get familiar with your pets, your kids, they know what the expectations are, because each homeowner is different. You may like your baseboards scrubbed with the toothbrush, somebody else just wants them vacuumed. Each person's different.
So do people not have the concern that these people are employees, they're not the owners, they're not going to do as good of a job? Or do you have the concern that they might go to your homeowner and say, hey, I can do it on the side for this price every week for you? This is just a general concern that most businesses have, but you keep it tighter with your employees so you don't have to worry about that, right?
You're always, I like to say it's a perfect world, and employees are never going to solicit our clients.
Right.
It's going to happen on an occasion. But what we do is we offer a lot of incentives for our employees so we don't experience the turnover. So they don't want to start cleaning privately on their own.
And you have that strong enough bond with that customer where if they did, that customer has the respect enough for you to say, hey, by the way, Sean, this person did this, and then you can deal with it then.
Exactly.
That's nice.
And I find, too, the clients that come to us, and this is going not with Crown Point, but in my prior history, is if a client values what you're providing, they're not going to want to trust that person cleaning on the side because they feel that that's dishonest.
Correct.
It's the same as stealing.
People are generally good. Generally. We stand behind our work. If there is a problem, we automatically take care of it, whether it is to have the person fix it while they're there in the home in case something got overlooked. See, that's one of the things right there, that a reason somebody wouldn't go with somebody that works for you, because they know when there's a problem, they call somebody else that's an employee. It's like, hey, I'm home drinking a beer right now. Sorry, I'll see you later or whatever. But you're like, we're right on that. We'll see you whenever the time is. We'll be there and take care of it. Sorry about that. And then maybe you bring him something else as a gift, or hey, next time we'll do this. Or it's all about the customer service, right?
It is, because not only are we having to prove ourselves with the work, we have to stand behind it.
I have heard nothing but good things about Crown Point ever since you guys came into the Greater Santan Chamber of Commerce, and boy, we're happy to have you guys around.
Thank you.
Do you deal with people's pets?
When they're in the home and we're providing services, we will get familiar with your animals. But as far as taking care of them while you're away, that's not an area that we focus on currently.
Is it something like, I have 4 big dogs, and let's say I get stuck in Costa Rica and my wife has to then go to Vegas last minute. And I say, Sean, I know I've used you for stuff before. Can you take my dogs to the kennel and do? I mean, do you do personal stuff like that on the fly, or do you try not to? Or
when it comes to animals, we do stay away from that because of the liability. What if the animal gets getting bit?
Get out! It runs away.
Exactly.
That's very smart.
And for many people, their pets are their children.
Yes, they are.
I know in our house we call them our hairy kids.
That's right. That's right. Right on. All right, so you got the home cleaning division. Now we've got, what's the other divisions you have?
Well, part of the home cleaning, we do the commercial cleaning for buildings.
All right, so
administrative offices, warehouses, medical facilities, daycares, you name it.
And how does that work? You just go in and I mean, everything from the round buffers that you run on the floors to I mean, I'm thinking commercial. I'm thinking when I walk into Walmart and I'm seeing the guys driving around on these little machines, because I'm not too familiar with that. But
absolutely. That would be, as far as the commercial, we'll dust, we vacuum, we sweep mop, we provide restroom sanitation services. When it gets into the floor care, where you're talking about stripping and waxing or carpet shampooing, we actually have a couple of companies that we work with. They come in under us, and they also are licensed and bonded and insured. We're the ones supervising because our name's attached to it, but they provide those services.
And how fresh it is to hear a company that doesn't do 10 million things. I mean, when you know what your niche is, I mean, you're good at your niche, you do well at your niche, and when it becomes something that you're uncomfortable with, you bring in the professionals to protect your client.
Yes.
I mean, kudos to you for that. That is very smart. You don't see that these days.
No.
The way the economy is these days, hey, by the way, do you trim palm trees? They're only 90 feet tall. You see the person look around and go, yep, yeah, I do that. And then they're scrambling for the next 3 days to try to figure out what's going on. And when the palm tree falls and hits their house, they're like, well, that was my first one. And so it's nice to hear that you just bring in the pros to, nip it at the bud.
Exactly.
Do what you're good at. There's no way to make anyone ever angry then. And you're not making a commission by these people like the palm tree guy. Of course, it's a good thing to refer the same people all the time. You get your relationship, but you're not marking it up 25% and say, hey, dude,
No.
I want 25% of that palm tree cut right there.
We never mark up any of our service providers that come in with us on a bid. We do not mark up the services. So if, let's say, I have a carpet company, I refer you, and that carpet company would quote you $90 to clean your carpets in your home, I would give you the same price, because there's no markup. We pass
But after the fourth time they refer out, they better come and clean your house, huh? Just kidding.
And we bring added value. Bringing in somebody who does floor stripping and waxing, you have to believe and understand what services they're providing. Part of my background, I had a floor care division, so I know what to look for if the wax is starting to turn yellow, or if it's up on the baseboards. So I also screen the companies that we are referring, because we have to believe in what they're providing.
That's as important as referring. So you can't refer people blindly.
No.
And you probably work off word of mouth as well, getting your referrals, right? So they're already proven. Mm-hmm. And if not, you can't get that in every case. If not, you vigorously screen them, check their references, check work they've done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
nice.
We do have a screening process. We're lucky that a lot of the providers that we use, we've actually used them ourselves, or we do know people that have used them, and not just one or two. I'm talking a multiple of.
Do you try to use, and you can't always do this, and I know the big thing, shop local and all that. I'm all about that, but sometimes it just doesn't work. You're in Santan Valley. Mm-hmm. Everything does not exist in Santan Valley yet. Mm-hmm. So do you try to stay with the big companies, or do you use mom and pop companies that work? How some companies say, hey, it's like Service Masters. Mm-hmm. They're a giant company.
Absolutely.
Do you try to stay with those companies to keep your liability down because you're referring? Because, referring's a whole nother. Mm-hmm. It's very hard to refer people, because as soon as you refer someone, any way you look at it, you can tell people, and people can tell you a million times, hey, you know what? I understand it has nothing to do with you, but they still look at it like, Sean referred me to these people, and oh my God, what happened? So do you take that next step and say, I know that so-and-so has an enormous company, and they've been doing this for 40 years, or we've got For Your Comfort, and that's who we use for our air conditioning companies. Mm-hmm. For Your Comfort's local. It's, a husband and wife team. They may have a tech or two. Mm-hmm. Let's use them, because we know how good they are. Is that a problem, or do you have to stay with the bigger companies?
No, we actually use For Your Comfort also.
Oh, do
they're
you?
one of our preferred vendors, yes.
Right, yeah, they're fantastic.
They are. We, for the most part, they're individuals that are local, whether their home base is out of Queen Creek and they service the Santan and Florence areas. We try to stay with companies that are on the smaller side, because they understand the importance of customer service. Of
the personal service and keeping alive and eating.
Exactly.
Right.
And so that's our goal. Now, unfortunately, when you get into some aspects, you may need to go with a larger company because they have more of the equipment, depending on the nature of the job that needs to be done.
If there's a job that's done and there's a home warranty company involved, do you do the footwork and the legwork of calling the home warranty companies and going that far and doing that? Because I know that can get quite tedious.
If it is on our home watch side for our clients, because oftentimes they're not home, we're the ones managing the house. And the process would be, we'll take a water leak, for instance. We notice that there's a leak in the home. We automatically notify the client who's away. We tell them, hey, we've shut the water off. This is what we're noticing. We automatically call the water restoration company to come in. The water restoration company steps in, they fix the problem. They actually work with the insurance company. We were just there to facilitate, to get the client knowing what's going on and getting the problem.
In turn, people have total peace of mind when they go to Europe and think, thank God it's my first trip I've had in 5 years. I'm going for a month. I don't want to think about anything. They can really do that, because when you go in that house, you smell a gas leak.
Yes.
You're right on it.
Yes.
That's your priority at that point. This is your house at that point. You are responsible for that house, correct?
Yes, Absolutely. We have an inspection checklist that we go based off of, that the clients know ahead of time that every time we enter their property, each item is checked off. We take pictures of each room of the interior of the property. On the exterior, we walk all the plants, we walk around all the valves, we turn everything on to make sure it's watering, that there's no leaks. We take pictures of the entire exterior of the property. Each visit we go. So if we're there on a weekly basis, guess what? Every week you're going to get updated photos of your property inside and out.
What happens on your home watch side for security? How does that work? What happens if people forget to take a paper in, or they don't have somebody doing their mail? They didn't, because they're not organized. Do you have a checklist that you recommend they do before they leave?
They go over, when we set up, when we meet with a home watch client for the first time, we assess what their needs are. We tell them these are the services that we provide, and then we just talk to them. An average first meet and greet is 2 hours long.
Wow.
We want to be thorough, because when you're talking to somebody, you're building that relationship,
Right.
and at the same time, you're learning their expectations, their manners, how
Absolutely.
they want things ran in their home and organized. We do pickup mail service for the clients.
On a daily basis.
If that's what they want. Most of the time they say once a week is great.
Right.
Typically. And for instance, we have a current home watch client that's away in Canada. She calls me up.
And that's a
"Shawn,
big market, by the way. And that's a
It
market that I
is.
can see this being amazing for.
It really, really is." She called me up. She says, "Shawn, I know I didn't ask you, but can you go check the mail? Open my mail. I want you to send me account numbers and how much I owe on each bill so I could set everything up on direct bill pay."
Well, that right there tells a little bit about you, Shawn. Open your mail and give them account numbers. That's quite a reference.
Yes, and so they really trust us with their home. They trust if we tell them that a tree looks like it's leaning to the side, we'll continue to go back and take pictures of that tree so they can monitor side-by-side pictures, say, yeah, that tree needs to be fixed so it doesn't fall into the house.
And I know you said you didn't take care of animals, but I have to bring up just an extenuating circumstance to let people know that you go the extra mile. So if you're at a house and you're doing your home watch, but they have a regular person that comes in twice a day to walk their dog and whatnot, you notice that dog might have got into something and is not looking right. And you know dogs and you know animals, it's just not looking right. You'd get right on that phone and call that homeowner, wouldn't you?
We do. Communication is everything because we act as their eyes and ears when they're away.
Gotcha. Now, the last division of your company, so we'll recap that. You've got the home cleaning division.
Yes.
You've got the commercial division and the home watch.
Yes.
Those are your three divisions, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so one thing that you do not do, and you like to let people know this, you're not a property management company, and all that means, because really you are, but all that means is you do not take money from, you don't collect rent.
No.
And stuff like that.
No. We're a home agent is what our title is. And the difference between a home property manager and a home agent, we work with the homeowners themselves, who's a seasonal resident. And that's where we get the home agent side. And we just manage the services for their home. We coordinate the pest control company. If they call and they say, "Hey, Shawn, can you have the carpet company come clean our carpets while we're away?" Not a problem. I coordinate with the carpet company. I set the appointment. I let the carpet company in. I go back. I inspect the work to make sure that, yes, the services were rendered. I send the invoice to the homeowner.
You're listening to KQCK radio station here in the beautiful Santan Valley, Queen Creek, Phoenix, and the world. And we've got Shawn from Crown Point
Property Service.
That's right, Crown Point Property Service. And basically, how I'm feeling about this is like this. People are lucky to have you here because you're providing a Beverly Hills type of service at an affordable price to our market.
Yes.
I mean, what people don't know what your phone's probably ringing. It's got to be ringing off the hook if people are hearing about this for the first time, because I have never heard of this type of service. Property management I'm familiar with. That's why the property service and property management, I was just having a hard time wrapping my head around that.
Absolutely.
But now I understand it. You are and guys, don't get afraid of the word, You are the personal concierge to the home for people when they either leave, go out of town, selling, moving. You take care of offices. You'll even go so far as to take care of yard work, tree trimming. What am I missing here? Commercial cleaning.
Cleaning, yeah.
On a weekly basis or bi-weekly or daily.
Monthly. We even do one-time service as needed.
And if you can't do it, you've got professionals that you can refer to them to take the hard part out of going, well, John told me he used this guy, 4 months ago. I wonder if he's still... You got the people right there ready to act, and they know when it's a referral from you, it's serious because you take your business seriously, and you're all about quality.
Quality is everything. It's your reputation.
It definitely is. What else do you want to bring up about your business?
Well, right now, being that it's the fall season that we're coming into, we need to think about our landscape. This is a time of year where if you're looking at installing new trees, you want to establish the tree now to get the root ball established.
Before they freeze.
A lot of people are having their trees trimmed back. They just want them cut down. We do stump removal. We'll even do the maintenance of blowing, mowing, edging, all of that. And whether you have a home or a business and you just need the trees in the parking lot trimmed, we do all of it.
Wow. Do you even get those big machines and drive them around that cleans the parking lots?
Not yet. I know my husband can't
That's
wait
he's
because
probably
I want to
waiting for that, huh?
I told him it's my new toy.
Right? Pretty soon you'll be striping the roads.
Give us a year.
Is there anything that you don't want to misguide people that you don't do, that if they're thinking maybe you do this, you don't? Is there anything like that? Or are you pretty much an open box and open to just about anything, or you can get it done?
We're pretty much open. I'm not the first to say, I could do everything. Because if I genuinely cannot do it, I will make sure that I find somebody who can and who has the reputation. I'm not a big fan of the word no. My favorite word is I could do it, or I could find somebody who can and do it properly.
Nothing better than that. Do you supply, if you're doing the, do you supply a cooking service?
No.
So it's not in-home care.
No.
It's property service.
Yes.
When they're not there.
Yes.
All right, just making sure we're, don't want anyone to get the wrong idea, because you do just about everything.
We do. We're a licensed, bonded, insured company. We carry up to $2 million policy on the insurance. We are not afraid to show our clients those licenses and insurance, so they have a peace of mind that they have a reputable company coming in. Another thing that sets us apart here in the area, on our house cleaning or anytime we provide cleaning chemicals, all of our products are green certified. What that means is our products are backed by the EPA and independent third parties.
Green certified.
Green certified
That's
products.
amazing.
Yep. So you don't have the high caustic fumes like you would buy on...
Does that include when you bring in a pest control company, or is that something you hand people a list on?
No.
You're like, here's a good company we like to use.
When it comes to referring our partners, I don't verify if they're green or not, but the chemicals that we provide with our company, your bathroom cleaner, your floor cleaner, all of that is green certified. On our landscape side, the lubricants and greases that we use are also green products.
Are you serious?
Can't get around the gasoline. So unfortunately, we'll never be a green certified company itself, but we go as green as possible.
That is awesome.
And you'll always see all of our equipment on our lawn side. We use Husqvarna, which is a top quality equipment. We maintain it.
That's good commercial stuff.
It really is. And you could tell a lot about a company and the service they're going to provide based on the equipment they're using.
Yes, you can. It's like when you bring out somebody to do like a handyman and they bring out a little tiny Black & Decker drill. You got the other guy that's coming in to do the same bid, and he's got the big commercial set. Mm-hmm. You're like, I think I'm going to use him. It's just one of those things. You get the good equipment. You know that these people take pride in what they do.
Absolutely.
That definitely makes a big difference. Well, I'll tell you what, we are certainly proud to have you in the Greater Santan Valley Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you.
And I'm personally happy to have you around in town. And I hope a lot of the realtors that watch our show, because we're gonna get this out and social media, get this video out all over the place if people didn't have a chance to watch today. Because I really think that I think it's a disservice if they don't know about you being here.
It really is one of a kind. One call and you have everything for your property met.
I thought I heard of every kind of business until this one, and this is the first time I have heard of a business like yours. And you could end up with 18 divisions as you come up with more ways to figure out other things that you're good at that you want to jump into, but you're doing it slowly as you go.
Yes.
And there's no telling where the road can take you, right?
Absolutely. I appreciate this opportunity, and I want to let everybody know if you have any questions, please give me a call. My office number is 520-518-5708.
And what about email?
Email, this is a long one. It's sgibson@crownpointpropertyservice.com.
And if you don't remember that, just give your web address, and people can go to that and check out your website.
Our website is www.crownpointpropertyservice.com.
So that's crownpointpropertyservice.com. Very easy to remember.
Yes.
crownpointpropertyservice.com. It has a nice ring to it as well.
Thank you. It's there's a lot of information on our website, but like anything, you can only put so much on there. So again, if you have any questions, please feel free to call.
Excellent. Well, is there anything that you want to throw out there that we didn't cover?
No. As far as, rates, I want to talk about rates a little bit. Just
Okay.
kind of throw it out there.
Perfect.
For our house cleaning, we offer a 2-hour minimum, and we charge by the hour. The rate is $25 per hour. When it comes to a commercial cleaning, we provide you a free estimate, and it's on a bid basis. Home Watch, we offer 3 packages to choose from, plus a la carte services on the side. And for lawn service, it's a flat rate bid.
And what does that exactly mean to people that don't know?
Flat rate means that we come out, we evaluate your needs and the property, and we give you one set price.
Okay, so you're not going to get nickel and dime to death. That's the
No.
That's the reason for that, right?
No. As a matter of fact,
which is very common these days.
We actually have had a couple of clients. A Home Watch client looked at me the other day and said, "Sean, you need to raise your rates." I had a commercial.
Now, when people are telling you that, it's probably true.
Yes.
And you said, no way, I want to keep the best rates around with personal service and be the best, right?
I was shocked. I just stood there. I said, in all my years, that's the first time I've ever had a client tell me this.
And you're like, by the way, I did actually give you the wrong one. Here's your real rate.
Here's your adjusted amount.
Is this okay, or should I raise it more?
Exactly. And even on a commercial property, we were out there bidding landscape services, and they have a current provider. And the gentleman says to me, I was surprised. I thought for sure you were going to come in a lot higher. So,
well, I can tell you, I am so impressed, and I have heard from a lot of people that, about your business, and I'm so glad I got you in here to really kind of pick it apart and figure out exactly what you're doing. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity.
And I hope to have you back again sometime in the future to have some updates on how things are going. Can we do that?
Absolutely. Give me a date and I'll be here.
All right. Well, that sounds great. Well, for Chamber Chat, and I'm Joe Carrera with KQCK Radio Station. This show is for the Greater Santan Valley Chamber of Commerce. We do Chamber Chat the first Tuesday of every month. I want to thank you for listening. And we will have this again on YouTube. I will get this up right away so we can share it out there and get everyone checking it out. And again, your website one more time, Sean?
www.crownpointpropertyservice.com.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You guys enjoy the day. I will be with you today. Of course, I'm Joe with KQCK Radio Station. And please check out our sponsors.
If you have a business or have a message to get out to your customers, advertise on KQCK Live radio station. This is your sheriff, Paul Babu. I endorse KQCK Live, our hometown radio station, for our city.
More music, 24 hours